Sensitive people often carry the weight of the world on their shoulders. They are the ones who pause their own lives to comfort others, who notice the smallest shifts in tone or expression, and who feel an overwhelming sense of responsibility for the emotions of those around them. These individuals give endlessly, time, energy, empathy, often at the cost of their own well-being. Yet, in a world that glorifies toughness and self-interest, their kindness is frequently mistaken for foolishness, their availability taken for granted. What makes sensitive souls unique is their deep emotional perception. They don't just listen, they absorb. A harsh word, a dismissive glance, or an unreciprocated effort lingers in their minds far longer than it should. While others might shrug off such moments, sensitive individuals analyze, replay, and often blame themselves. They silence their own pain to avoid burdening others, smiling through their sorrow to keep those around them comfortable. But this self-sacrifice comes at a price: eroded self-worth. Society has a cruel tendency to undervalue what comes too easily. People who are always there, who offer love without conditions, who endure neglect without protest, are rarely cherished. Instead, human nature compels us to chase those who remain just out of reach, those who dismiss us, take us for granted, or make us beg for scraps of affection. We exhaust ourselves pursuing illusions while ignoring the steady, comforting presence of those who truly care. The ones who stand by us like shadows, asking for nothing in return, are often the ones we take for granted. And so, the sensitive suffer in silence. They internalize their pain, believing they have no right to complain. They convince themselves that their needs are secondary, that speaking up would make them a burden. But this constant self-denial is a slow poison. It drains their spirit, leaving them feeling invisible, unappreciated, and foolish for caring so deeply in a world that rarely cares back. The tragic irony is that these very qualities, empathy, selflessness, emotional depth, are what make them extraordinary. Yet, their greatest strength becomes their greatest vulnerability in a world that rewards indifference. The truth is, sensitivity is not weakness, it is immense emotional courage. But even the strongest hearts need boundaries. Sometimes, being a little selfish is necessary for survival. The problem is, sensitive people are often powerless to switch off their nature. They can't stop feeling, can't stop caring, even when it hurts. If you recognize yourself in these words, know this: your kindness is not a flaw. Your ability to love deeply is a gift, not a curse. But remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. It's okay to step back, to prioritize yourself, to say no. And if you know someone like this, someone who has loved you quietly, without expectation, don't wait until they're broken to appreciate them. The world needs more tenderness, not less. Because one day, these silent givers may decide they've had enough. And when they walk away, the world will feel a little colder for it. Be prosperous and share happiness.